You are to take us to the top of Coldy Fell for a picnic.
Yes, sir,
puffed Sir Handel. But he knew that the track to Coldy Fell was very steep. Sir Handel was more worried than ever. Sir Handel puffed towards Coldy Fell. The track was even steeper than he remembered.
I can do it. I can do it. To the top, he chuffed.
Then there was trouble. His pistons popped and his traction rods rattled. Inside the passenger car, the picnic hamper burst open, and the narrow gauge controller and Mrs. Percival were juddered and shuddered. Sir Handel shuddered to a stop. The narrow gauge controller was worried for his engine. You're a fine engine, Sir Handel, but you're no longer a smooth engine, he said. I'll have to send you back to the stone quarry. That's the place for bumpy engines.
Please, sir, I can be a smooth engine. I only shudder and shake when I go up hills,
Sir Handel wished. The narrow gauge controller listened. I see, he said.
Please don't send me back to the stone quarry.
The narrow gauge controller made a telephone call. He looked very serious. Later, Sir Handel was helped back to the transfer yards by Mighty Mac. Sir Handel was very worried. He was sure that the narrow gauge controller was going to send him back to the quarry. Sir Handel arrived at the transfer yards. He saw Thomas. Hello, Sir Handel, tooted Thomas. Sir Handel, I have asked a special engineer to come and fix you, smiled the narrow gauge controller. You're a special engine, and you need special attention. Sir Handel smiled from buffer to buffer. He had never felt happier. Sir Handel was soon fixed, and now he could chuff cheerfully up Coldy Fell. The children in his passenger cars whooped and cheered. Sir Handel gave the smoothest ride of all.
There's always somewhere new to go and something new to see. Things you never knew before or somewhere new to be. Though you'll remember dear old friends, some red, some green, some blue. For everything familiar, there's always something new.
One day you could meet fearless Freddy up the mountainside,
Or pay a trip to Sodor Bridge that spans our gorge with pride.
It's all a new experience, like Jeremy the Jet.
Watch him as he's flying by, one scene you won't forget. There's always somewhere new to go and something new to see. Things you never knew before or somewhere new to be. Though you'll remember dear old friends, some red, some green, some blue. For everything familiar, there's always something new.
You could see Neville on the track, or Rocky, he's a crane. His Rosie you don't see so much, so don't forget her name. There's Dennis working